Faith, obedience, and one of the most dramatic military victories ever recorded. This is the story of Joshua and the walls of Jericho. The Israelites have just spent 40 years wandering in the desert, and now they're finally ready to enter the Promised Land. But there's one huge problem. The mighty city of Jericho stands in their way, protected by massive walls that seemed absolutely impossible to breach. Joshua, their new leader after Moses, must have been feeling the pressure. I mean, imagine looking at those towering walls and trying to figure out how to conquer this fortress. But then, God appears to Joshua with what has to be the strangest battle plan in military history. God tells Joshua, "March around the city once with all your armed men. Do this for 6 days. Have 7 priests carry trumpets of ram's horns in front of the ark. On the 7th day, march around the city 7 times, with the priests blowing the trumpets. When you hear them sound a long blast, have all the people give a loud shout. Then the wall of the city will collapse." Now let's be honest. If someone came to you with this battle strategy today, you'd probably think they were crazy, right? March around the walls? Blow trumpets? Shout, that's it. No battering rams, no siege engines, no traditional military tactics at all. But Joshua and the Israelites follow these instructions exactly. Day after day, they march in silence. Can you imagine the confusion of Jericho's defenders watching this bizarre parade? They must have thought the Israelites had lost their minds. Then comes the 7th day. 7 times around the walls they go. The priests blow their trumpets, the people shout with all their might, and then, crash! Those enormous, impenetrable walls come tumbling down just as God had promised. This story isn't just about a military victory. It's about the power of faith and obedience. Sometimes the solutions to our biggest challenges don't make sense to our logical minds. Sometimes God's ways seem completely contrary to human wisdom. But just like Joshua and the Israelites, when we trust and follow God's instructions, even the most impossible obstacles can fall before us. You know, we all face our own walls of Jericho, challenges that seem impossible to overcome. Maybe it's a difficult relationship, a career obstacle, or a personal struggle. This story reminds us that sometimes the breakthrough comes not through our own strength or clever strategies, but through faithful obedience and trust in God's plan, even when it doesn't make sense.